Trump news. A classic illustration of Trump's control over state Republican parties is Florida, according to Richard Luscombe. Barron Trump's brief time as a Florida Republican delegate to the National Convention was symbolic. His father Donald Trump's third presidential campaign as the Republican nominee was all but guaranteed, and the names of those who will confirm it are irrelevant. However, it confirmed to many analysts how the former president has taken almost complete control of the party's state apparatus nationwide. Florida's capitulation was complete with July's Milwaukee convention delegates. Barron Trump, 18, resigned after his mother, former First Lady Melania Trump, discovered a prior commitment, but other family members will serve as representatives. Barron's step-siblings Don Jr., Eric, Tiffany, and Don Jr.'s fiancée Kimberly Guilfoyle are named. Tiffany's husband, Michael Boulos, and other Trump allies are also on the list. The similarities between Trump's subjugation of the Republican Party and the appointment of Laura Trump, Eric's wife, as its co-chair are striking, especially since Florida's hard-right governor, Ron DeSantis, was once considered a potential Trump killer in the nomination race until Trump defeated him. The big, sort of under-the-radar story in American politics over the last couple of years was how Trump and his people had taken over state parties across the country, said Dan Judy, a senior analyst for Virginia-based Republican guidance and consultancy North Star Opinion Research. Even early in the primary process, a year and a half ago, when Ron DeSantis was riding high and leading a lot of polls, I was always thinking, Trump has control of the state parties, he's got his people in, and they're going to try to rig the process for him. Looking at it, that happened. Many state parties modified their primaries to winner takes all, which aided Trump, especially in a one-on-one with Nikki Haley. She knew she had to win some of these things to obtain any delegates, which she couldn't accomplish. Trump has entirely taken over the Florida GOP, which is a trend that has happened everywhere. Judy noted how easily Trump defeated DeSantis in the primary, humiliating the governor he called Meatball Ron in his state. DeSantis withdrew out in January to avoid a loss in the March primary after failing to persuade Florida's congressional delegation. As high as he was riding after his huge re-election victory, just any hope that he would have had of continuing to be top dog in the Florida GOP went out the window when he failed to get any traction at all in the presidential race, said Judy, who has worked for several Republican politicians, including DeSantis and Marco Rubio. It's not his style to develop alliances, parties, organizations, and machinery. He's not that person, and Ron DeSantis supporters are scarce in Florida. If Donald Trump is re-elected, he may have a position in the administration. If he wants a future in the Republican Party, he must not be an opponent of Donald Trump, and you're watching him perform his duties to stay in good standing. Trump embraced the man who insulted and degraded him during a breakfast meeting near Miami last month, where he claimed DeSantis swore unwavering fealty. Several more senior state Republicans have followed suit. Junior Senator Rick Scott, a former Florida governor facing a tough re-election campaign in November, supported Trump during his Manhattan hush money trial last week. Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis, an elected Florida cabinet member, seems to be unable to stop defending the twice-impeached former president, who faces dozens of criminal accusations nationwide.